WBC strips Crawford of super middleweight title over unpaid fees? What? The World Boxing Council removed Crawford's super middleweight title on Wednesday due to about $300,000 in unpaid sanctioning fees from his fights against Canelo Alvarez and Israeli Madamirov. I don't know how to say his name. Those fees fund the Jose Suleiman Boxing Fund, which supports retired fighters' health and pensions. With the belt now vacant, unbeaten contenders Hasma Shiraz and Christian Mabili will fight for it, setting up an intriguing super middleweight clash. Crawford holds on to his Ring Magazine title and remains undefeated at 42-0. Got asked about this because I'm a casual boxing fan. I can admit it, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's interesting that read in the beginning because the commissioner came out and said this.
Not comply with the rules. Then he moves up to super middle and makes the fight of the century, beats Canelo, makes $50 million or around that. The WBC absolutely is not going to charge 3% of such an amount. We made a very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Suleiman Boxers Fund, which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route. No response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great, it's about greatness, and I'm relieved, to tell you the truth.
Now look, that sounds good, right? And, you know, they're saying it's two fights. So there's something that's not clicking right, because I listened to my boy Bud, shout out to Omaha Nebraska, shout out to Lincoln, and everything too, because I know Omaha gets a lot of it, you know what I mean? But shout out Nebraska as a whole. I spent a lot of time up there, especially going across that 80 during them crazy ass snowstorms. But he had to fire back. And I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know if in the beginning we should listen to that or listen to him and then apply the beginning. I'll let y'all decide what to do. Roll it.
I got a lot to say, but I gotta dive right into it. You know, I see Mauricio, you know, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize. Like, who the fan? Well, you better slap your self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so better than any other sanctioned bodies? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free. What are you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your mother ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the belt. It's a trophy anyway. Look at my paying you every time I step foot in the ring. Don't wear down as the years pass. That don't even make sense. I'm the mother that's putting my life on the line. Not you. You ain't stepping your mucking ass in that ring. You or nobody else. You or nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see, it irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite, him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, you know, and guess who gotta pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed. It's crazy. Then he said, allegedly, I made X amount of money. You don't know how much I made. You don't know how much I made. Once again, you're speculating. So listen, Mauricio, I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion, the WBC champion, the undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripping me. Like, I've been stripped before. The IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the #1 belt in the division. That trumps all belts. And guess what? It's free. How you love that? $180,000. Free. How much your belt cost? I wonder how much your belt cost. I don't see no receipts on your belt. It's crazy. Y'all be having so much taxes on these belts. You got some nerves. It's crazy that you can sit up there and have all these belts. You got the WBC silver, the WBA intern, the whatever belt y'all got, and you taxing these fighters every time they fight, and you claim that you for these fighters. You're not for these fighters. You probably worse than the promoters. But hey, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. You and your company. Turkey, I hope y'all get that done, man. I hope y'all get that done so we can all see, people face like this guy, go away from boxing because they ruin the sport with all these antics that they do. They got they ranking systems when people be mandatories for years, like Benavidez. They don't strip these fighters, but I give credit to the IBF. They stripped me. They ain't even give me time. They stripped me, popped me. Even though I wasn't, coming back down the way. But, they handled their business. They did what they were supposed to do. The WBC, you ain't never see them strip no Canelo for the Benavidez. He was what, mandatory for like 2 years? It's crazy. But, that's that favoritism shit. But I'm good though, baby. I'm good. I'm living life. I'm happy, Yeah, man. Still the champion. Can't take that away from me. History already been made, baby. The great, like I said yesterday, I am legend. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm about to go in here and give me a turkey burger, fat boy.
So the mandatories, let me get that out the way real quick, because I believe Benavidez has been a WBC champion and he was #1 ranked and ready to fight Canelo, which we all know Benavidez would sit Canelo on his back pockets. I would assume 8th round knockout. And the way Benavidez is, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. That boy a monster. But he's 6'3" too. So, the height ain't really supposed to matter that much. But 6'3", boxing at that size, we'll see. But Benavidez would literally destroy Canelo, and we wouldn't want to see him anymore. Unless it was a rematch. And since we're not going to get that, we're not going to get that. We'd be interested to see Crawford versus Benavidez, though. We'll see how that goes. But, because I would actually, me personally, I'm going to that fight. I don't care if it costs $200, $300. That means I got to save a little bit. But, neither here nor there. Those 4 initials, or 3 initials that you kept hearing all the time, the WBC, the IM, all that and everything, those basically are the commissioners, right? They have their own boards and all this crap. It's like you are so good at, I don't know, let's say basketball. Let me do basketball, would that make sense? But football has a lot more. So let's put it this way. Let's say the NFL wasn't the only league. We had a Canadian Football League, and let's give Southern America their own league, right? And we say, NFL, we the best league right here. We got the best team. So our champion wins. But the Canadian Football League, they have a champion as well. And they say, hey, look, we'll let y'all come over here, NFL, and we'll pay for this, pay for that, and all this and everything. And we'll make sure the rules are clear, concise, and all this shit. All rules we can agree upon. So the NFL goes and beats the Canadian Football League. But the Southern American League says, hey, bruh, we got a league too, and we got the best champion here, and we got these rules, we blah, 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 and all that stuff. So basically, that's what you're hearing when you hear him say all of that stuff. But from what I read, if Bud doesn't come out with the specificity, but he did say he does pay, and he said nobody else had a problem with his stuff. So there's that, but he failed to mention it's not about one fight, it's about two. So, Bud, what is it that you're paying? Because you're not here without the prior boxers. You're just not. So I understand it, but I understand the commissioner side as well. I understand the other boxing sanctioning bodies and all of this stuff as well. So I hear it. I understand it, but it just looks horrible as a whole, because you would think that you guys are doing this shit and it's supposed to benefit these cats and all that. All right, cool. But I got to ask the question, bro. What part of it that he's lying about? You said it's about the money, and you made, we don't know, $30 to $50 million, and you're talking about it's just going to them. How about you ask for an audit and then pay the money? If you guys don't understand, bro, boxing is built off of the backs of prior boxers who could not get what these cats are making. So it's only right to pay homage. It's like you guys getting upset. And I know somebody, oh, you can't make these boxers pay that. Listen, man, what about the other boxers who've been doing this shit and making it last for a good time, who didn't get the superstardom, the crazy payouts, and all of this shit? What about the 50-year-old boxers, the 60-year-old boxers, the 70-year-old boxers that y'all see and they shaking, they got Parkinson's and all this stuff? And I'm not trying to make fun of the disease at all. I'm just giving you an example. What about these cats that are messed up, bro? It's a drop in a bucket. It's a dime in a bucket to somebody who just made that much money, bro. We talking about 2 fights. So I hear Bud, but it's like this, bro. What is fair? Just being honest. What's absolutely fair? Because you climbed off the back of giants as well. Just being fair. We could do it this way, right? We had Ricky Hatton die. Ricky Hatton makes sense from basically fighting for the UK versus Pretty Boy Floyd. Wasn't Money Mayweather at the time. Pretty Boy Floyd, because you couldn't hit him. He came out, the match is pretty. You know what I'm saying? That match was huge. Champion versus champion, right? All right, cool. But why does that matter? Because that went on to catapult Floyd Mayweather in the other spotlights, the De La Hoya fight, the, what's my boy with the green eyes? I can't remember his doggone name. Sugar Shane Mosley, right? Why is Sugar Shane Mosley and De La Hoya so important? Because of their bouts in the 90s. And then their bouts only matter from like Trinidad and all these other cats, right? But we're not going to go all the way back because then it'll take a long time. But let's stick with Floyd Mayweather, right? You take Floyd Mayweather. What does he do? He boxes. Who does he box? A young Canelo. So now that he boxes a young Canelo, it gives Canelo a spotlight. Now we wondering, damn, why the hell did Floyd fight this cat right here? Then Canelo start bodying shit. Okay. So Canelo starts bodying shit. We paying attention to Bud, but we not really paying attention to Bud like that. We got the Tanks, we got the Shakurs, we got all these other cats, the Benavidez, and everybody, right? Even Tyson Fury and The Bronx Bomber, I can't think of his goddamn name right now. Deontay Wilder. So boxing's only been carried by a couple of people based off of the fights that they have from other people. Your career is based upon what's done in the past. The next person's careers are going to be done about what's done in the past. Not hating on you, but damn, bruh. Just asking a simple question. What's a fair percentage? Because to be fair, you do owe. You do. But maybe some of y'all will disagree. And that's fine. But let me ask you this question. If y'all disagree, do y'all get mad about the NBA players, the MLB players, the NHL players, the NFL players, the MLS players who pay into a pension and a retirement fund for the thousands who did not make it to the league, or the thousands whose careers got cut short, or the thousands who retired, but they didn't finish like the rest of these superstars? The contracts that y'all don't see are insane. They take a percentage out. They take the taxes out. Y'all think, oh man, I just seen a contract. He just got like freaking $5 million for 1 year. They pay the taxes out of 2 states, 2 of them. Not only do they pay the taxes out of 2 states, they take out money for the freaking funding for the retirement stuff. So you have all of that shit. Then you get your money. And it's broken down to 18 weeks. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. I'm not saying that. But how I just broke that down, that's what matters. It's about making sure the older generation is taken care of so that the newer generation will be fine. But I'll be curious to read the hell out of these comments, man. Do y'all agree with Terence, or do y'all agree with the commissioner? Or do y'all agree with me? Terence, let us know the percentage, bro. Like, what was you paying? Like, be transparent with this one. We can rock with you, but right now, look a little selfish. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn that bell, stay notified. And I'll catch y'all in that next one. What's the video we put up? Oh, Freak Millie, Meek Millie. Click right here to see how he hypocritical ass. Click right here, bro. Or click right here for the playlist. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Reloaded.